Hey guys, it's Mitch. How's it going? We're back for some more Blood Force. This is a bit of a last minute one. This is, it's going up today. Currently it's Saturday, March 9th, at about 1 in the morning, and I realized like half an hour ago that I didn't have a video ready. So, alright, this might be a little bit, this might be a little off the cuff. That'd be so different, right? So anyway, this is going to be the variant cover, the second variant cover for Blood Force issue 3. So just before we get into this, if you enjoy the channel, if you feel like you might want to help out a little bit, what you can do is in the description, there's a link to my Patreon. And if you subscribe there, that'll give you access to everything I do, from the Blood Force stuff to the YouTube videos before they get uploaded to YouTube, as well as some Patreon exclusive content. So yeah, as far you can probably see by now, if you're familiar with the cover in question, this is a parody of the cover for Green Lantern number 49 from Emerald Twilight, maybe? The one where Hal Jordan's got all the rings, the Green Lantern rings. And a while back, I thought, that's what I could do, only instead of rings, we just do grenade pins. That works for Popo. And yeah, so we're just going to get right into the inking on this. This one was a fair bit of fun, actually. I'm enjoying these sort of homage things. For one thing, I don't have to come up with a composition, which I appreciate, because I'm not great at that. I'm just working out somebody else's stuff. Yeah, no, I know. Okay, so put the shadows here. And yeah, this goes here. Yeah, absolutely. And this one was a bit more my style than the last one. Try to kind of copy Todd's rendering. Like, is pretty, it's kind of tough. Like, I don't know what the fuck he's doing half the time. This guy, at least I know what's going on. This is a little closer to my older style, where it's, a bit shadow heavy and, pretty light line work. Not going for anything super, like Wiacek had all sorts of stuff going on the Todd McFarlane cover. This one, it's pretty thin lines, a lot of feathering everywhere. So yeah, I can understand this. And about all the work I really have to do is figuring out, maybe we shadow the gloves, because Popo, of course, has fingerless gloves because he's cool. So we just got to do a little bit of extra work to figure out how the shadows would work on the gloves as opposed to on Hal Jordan's very white gloves. And the bracelet things that he wears. I don't know what's up with those things. But yeah, there we go. First one done. I like the motion on these, the wiggly fingers. Just with the pins all pointing in different directions, you really get that feeling like, yes, wiggle, wiggle. And at this point, I was thinking I was probably going to do it more as a gritted teeth kind of sneer instead of the original, which was, Hal Jordan grinning. And then, kind of discussed it with the guys on the live stream. We kind of came to the conclusion, you know what? This is probably the happiest day of Popo's life. I think if he's going to smile at any point, it's probably going to be here. And decent hands. I'm obviously copying the original, but I don't think I fucked it up, so that's something. And yeah, we just get a little bit of extra work on the shoulders and everything. Just make sure we get, I don't know, it makes it a little easier for me when I can parse it down into separate sections. It's like, okay, that shoulder's done. That's that entire squared off area I don't have to worry about again. And yeah, all the feathering. No problems there. I do like how black heavy this cover is. I tend to forget to put what I would think is enough black on a page. Again, that Gerhard influence where you just crosshatch shit into oblivion. That's usually more my speed. Whereas, having areas of solid black, it tends to be what makes a piece look extra dramatic. And I'm constantly having to remind myself that. I actually had to look up what version of a badge I was using for Popo in here. So I had to check out the old Blood Force pages for reference. Oh, we're pretty much at the smile now, yeah. And again, this stuff here, this is just pretty much copying the lines straight off. Bit of a pretty big chin on him, but I mean, that is kind of the way Hal goes on his, too. And I debated giving him pupils for this one. Because, he could be looking anywhere. Right? He could be looking like straight up. Cross-eyed, who knows. But I mean, Popo is, well, if anyone is going to stay consistent about not having pupils, it's Popo. Most of them don't actually have pupils. Fireburn, Maxtremus, and I mean, Shockblock probably does under there, but we never see them. And then Hawkstab and, oh no, wait, Fireburn does. What am I talking about? Sorry, Hard doesn't have pupils. Fireburn and Hawkstab do have pupils when they're just talking, but when the fight starts, that's when the pupils disappear, because that's when it's time to get down to business. Don't need any extraneous shit like anatomically correct eyes. One thing these are good for, actually, is picking up, I don't know, just methods for doing different things. Like, in this instance, I would say the hair. Because hair is one I always have difficulty with. And there's not much to say about the bubbles here, so I'm just going to keep talking about the hair. But yeah, it might be a good idea to just keep doing like pastiches and homages and that kind of thing, just of guys that I either want to steal some of their stuff, or just that I admire in general, and just like this particular way they render this, that sort of thing. And yeah, I mean these bubble things make sense on the original cover, I suppose, kind of, in that they're like semi-magical Green Lantern stuff. They don't make a whole lot of sense here, but it's like, fuck it, if I don't throw them in, like what am I gonna do? Am I gonna do like explosions or something? That'd be the only thing that'd be kind of appropriate, I think. And it's like, no, that doesn't work out too well, I don't think. Anyway, this is the completed version, which didn't turn out too bad, I don't think. Maybe I'll throw up the original too, actually, next to it. That would make some sense. So, Green Lantern 49, as far as I know, that's going to be the last homage I do for a bit. Tomorrow's stream should be finishing up the actual pages of issue 3, and then doing the real cover of issue 3. We haven't done that yet. And then we can move on to issue 4. Which, hey, a couple more weeks to finish that script. It'll get done eventually, I'm sure. But anyway, yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks very much for watching. If you like this video, please hit like, hit subscribe, hit the notification so you know when the next one's coming out. Go over and subscribe on my Patreon. That'll give you access to everything I do, from the Blood Force stuff to the YouTube videos before they get uploaded to YouTube, as well as some Patreon exclusive content. You can also follow me on Instagram and DM me there for commissions, and you can go and join the Blood Force Discord server. If you have suggestions for what the next covers should be, I mean, I haven't printed fucking anything just yet, so we can come up with variant covers for issue 1 and 2 at the same time. Why not? But yeah, that's going to do it. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.